Are they tricking you with non-guaranteed returns? Let me ask you a question. Last time when you saw an illustration for a whole life policy, on the extreme right hand side there was a column called non-guaranteed. When you saw that column, did you have a feeling like they are tricking me with some promise of non-guaranteed returns? This is exactly what happened to me last week when I was showing a whole life policy illustration to a prospective buyer. This couple was not only interested in infinite banking, but they had also done their homework. When it came to guaranteed versus non-guaranteed returns, as you can see in this illustration down here, they freaked out. The wife asked me this question, "Sunny, why you are always pointing at the non-guaranteed side and not on the guaranteed side?" Hi, I'm Sunny Mitra, founder of Bright Horizon Wealth. We teach entrepreneurs and go-getters like you how to own their financial future with the concept of infinite banking. If you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notifications bell so that you are notified when we upload new videos. So, as I was saying, the moment she asked me that question on our Zoom meeting, I yelled. I was just waiting for this moment. My tongue was itching to share this secret with you. But before opening my mouth, I wanted to make sure that you are paying attention and understanding what I am saying. Long story short, this is what exactly I explained to them. As you can see in this chart, there are two columns here, guaranteed on the left hand side and non-guaranteed on the right hand side. And right here rubber meets the road. As you know, only a whole life policy can be used for the infinite banking concept in true sense of the term. An IUL, which stands for Index Universal Life, or any other insurance policy for that matter, cannot do it. Once again, only a whole life policy can talk about a guaranteed amount of cash value inside the policy. But wait, there is more to it. If you want a pure infinite banking policy, then you will have to find which whole life insurance company which meets these two criteria. Criteria number 1, it has to be a mutual insurance company. Criteria number 2, it has to be a non-direct recognition company. Then and only then you can expect a dividend check at the end of the year. In other words, unless you buy a non-direct recognition whole life policy, you cannot expect a pure infinite banking policy. In fact, a lot of life insurance companies sell whole life policy. I mean a lot, but only a handful of them are non-direct recognition companies. So now, talking about guaranteed and non-guaranteed returns year after year. As you can see on the left hand side where it says guaranteed, that is showing every year the amount is going up and it is due to the interest that the company is paying you at the end of the year. In fact, some companies even tell you upfront that your policy will make 4% or so compound interest on cash value. But that is not the end of the story. How about the dividend check that you are supposed to get at the end of the year? Is that guaranteed? And the answer is no. Dividend checks are calculated based on the profit a company makes at the end of the year after all the expenses are taken out from it. And since the company does not know how much profit it will make at the end of the year, so that they cannot also tell you with certainty that how much of a dividend check you can expect from them at the end of the year, which is why they have created two columns. One is guaranteed, which is on the left hand side, and the other one is non-guaranteed, which is on the right hand side. On the non-guaranteed side, they put the projected amount of cash buildup you can see inside the policy after you get your yearly dividend check, and if you let the company put it back in your policy instead of sending you the check in the mail. So that is the reason they have that non-guaranteed side, because legally they cannot tell you that this much money you will make with certainty. But because they also know that they are giving a certain amount of guaranteed interest every year on your cash value, they can say it with confidence on the left hand side column that you will make so much money at the end of the year. Now the question is, how much guarantees does it have that whether you will get a dividend check at the end of the year at all? Is there any guarantee? So the honest answer is there is no guarantee about your dividend checks. Then the question arises, in that case, how they are projecting those numbers on the right hand column. And the answer to that is because during last 100 years, including Great Depression, they never missed a dividend check. In fact, if you ask them, they will also give you all the numbers that how much they were paying in the last 5 years, 10 years or 20 years. There had been some years when they paid 4%, and then other years they might have paid 5%, 6% or maybe even more. But one thing is they are consistently paying something, once again, even though they cannot legally promise you the exact amount. And that's about it for today. So again, remember, regardless if you have any debts now or you are planning for your retirement income, we can help you create a plan where you can pay for it in the future. Above all, what makes us different from the rest of the crowd is our agency brings 70 years of combined experience in insurance and finances, which a few people can boast of. And we point you in the right direction by uncovering your main reason as to why you should even consider to get started with Infinite Banking. We'll provide you a real roadmap for your financial future. And if you are thinking about using your policy to finance other things, we have a free book called Infinity Banking Secrets, where we share different ideas on how you can utilize your whole life insurance policy. So definitely check out the link below and visit our masterclass. If you like this video, let us know by liking it and leaving a comment for us. Make sure you share with your friends and family and subscribe to our channel. And remember to own your tomorrow by converting liabilities into assets.